Okay, so that was the first Sunday cardio cycle. If I go over to my Whoosh, you should be able to see it on screen. If it's not on screen, then maybe I'll take a screenshot. But you can see steady cardio is what I called the workout. So I created this workout. We got 5 minutes at the start of just 88 watts. That's obviously relative to me, and then it's a 30-minute cycle. I've done 120 watts, which is just just at the edge of my zone 1, start of zone 2. So I was sort of peak, like going into zone 2 and then back to zone 1 throughout the cycle. And you see I did just over 15 kilometers, almost 16 kilometers. There was a small elevation in the track, but that doesn't really make a difference. The speed, again, doesn't really make a difference. Duration, 35 minutes is significant because that's what I wanted to do. I want a fairly short-ish workout because I need like 10 minutes, as you can see from me. I'm sweaty, so I need 10 minutes to get rid of, or like cool down, and then have a shower, and then go out and do other stuff. Average power, 113 watts. That's obviously from the warm-up of 88, and then the actual workout, which is 120. Calories here, or whatever. So what I want to do is discuss that very briefly, because what I found interesting is obviously this is right after judo. So I did judo yesterday, and that was an hour and a half of training yesterday. And then this morning I had breakfast as normal. Lunch was a little bit later, and I had cream tea with like the family. So I had a scone, jam, and cream and stuff. So no protein, no protein in that meal. So what I did is I came back and had a couple of eggs just so I had some protein. It's not like I need protein. It's just I needed something because I'm not eating till I've got another hour and a half before I eat anything, and I knew I was going to do a cycle. So I was like, let's have something in my body, protein wise, to heal the muscles, considering I did judo yesterday. And so today, I wasn't sure how I was going to handle the bike. The first minute or two of the warm up, I could feel it in my legs, and I was like, I feel like I might be getting cramp inside of my quads, and then my right hamstring. So it's something I realized when I woke up from judo yesterday, this morning from judo yesterday, is because we were doing a lot of right leg work, like I don't even know what they're called, like back heels with the right leg, movements with the right leg, throws with the right leg. My right hamstring was a little bit tight, so I thought, okay, maybe that's just DOMS or something, and I wasn't sure how I was going to handle with the bike. Turns out it was fine, but the first minute or two of the warm up, it felt heavy. When I got into the 120s, it was fine. It was fine for the first 10, and then there were moments of, okay, this is hard work, and then I took bring it back again. Something I do need to note is turn the fan on before I start the cycle. And I also, so I have my phone with me, and I've got earbuds, so I use Raycon earbuds just for context, and I had those in. Being half deaf, I can't hear anything with this one, but this is the one that you turn the volume up and you change to the next song, so it's like 3 taps to change to the next song. That's why I have this one in. The other one is to turn it down and then go back a song. So I was using those with the phone because if I use the phone without those, then I can't change the song because I can't hold it. God, it's so hot and sweating a lot. Obviously, I don't really want tons and tons of sweat on my phone, which is not ideal. So, how did the cycle go in general? I think good. I think I might increase the difficulty next week, depending on how the 2 sessions go. So, if I do go to judo on Friday and on Saturday, I'll see how I feel Sunday morning as to what I do with this one. I might just keep it the same for the first couple of weeks and then go from there. But I feel like the 120 was a little too comfortable. Like it was meant to be steady cardio. It was meant to be a pace at which I can talk. So I could have held a conversation if I was talking to someone, but I wasn't. So I was sort of singing along to the song or songs. Well, those that had lyrics anyway. Some didn't have lyrics. So even though it was hard, like it was harder than like nothing. I felt like, actually, was I zone 1? No, I was in zone 2 going to zone 3. I think I missaid at the start. So zone 1 was 88 watts, just warming up. Zone 2 is the blue. So zone 2, 120 for me is at the end of zone 2, and zone 3 is where I was at. So, or zone 2 and zone 3. So I think I might move it up a little bit to maybe low end zone 3 to maybe 130 watts, 125, 130 watts, to try and average that out for the 30 minutes and go from there. I don't want to increase the time because I don't want to be on a bike that long. Maybe at some point in the future, but judo is so fast paced. I don't need that much cardio when it comes to long aerobic that I can think of. Maybe I'll be proven wrong with the research that I'll start reading at some point. But something else that I wanted to add on at the end of this is I've also been looking at judo videos, so I might do a video explaining what I've learned or notes I'm going to take from the videos that I'm watching of other people fight. But yeah, that was my first Sunday steady cycle.